Hey there friends, it's Narika and today I'm coming to you with a tutorial. I'm going to teach you how to make these doll sandals. Aren't they so cute? In my last video of Living the Jones Life, the Last Supper, the disciples and Jesus had worn these, so well, he doesn't have any sandals on. But here's Jesus in his sandals, and here's another one of the disciples and his sandals. So today it's a really quick craft. I'm going to show you how to make them. Hope you enjoy this video. Materials we're going to use for this project are foam sheets, scissors, glue stick, pencil and markers, felt, glue gun, thin cardboard, and string, cord, twine, leather, or whatever string element you find that you think would work for the sandal. The colors I use for this project are very neutral, but you can use whatever colors you want because crafting is creativity. Just let your mind flow. So the first step of this project is I did off camera and I traced Ken's foot. I just traced his left foot, and this is the shape I got, which you can clearly see is a left-sided foot shoe. And to get the right side, I just flipped this template on its back side to get the other side of the shoe. I know that most Barbie and Ken dolls, the shoes are universal. There isn't any left side or right side, but for what we're doing, there is a left and right side. So let's just pay attention to that. Now here you can see I'm going to trace the template on my thin cardboard. I'm going to do 2 left sides and 2 right sides. Now that we got our soles of the shoe drawn out, we just have to cut them out one by one. With our handy dandy glue stick, we're going to glue the 2 left sides together, then the 2 right sides together. Let's put a cap on it. Here we're just cleaning up the edges of the 2 pieces that we glued together. We're making sure that all the edges are flush against each other. We're going to do this for both sides, the left side and the right side. I find a scrap piece of felt that I like to use, and I figure out how I'm going to place it on the felt, and now I'm going to use my hot glue gun to glue the shoe to the felt. Now make sure that you glue the left side and then the right side. If you glue it the wrong way, you're going to have 2 left side of shoes or 2 right side of shoes, and it's going to look weird on the doll's foot, trust me. Then we just cut both shoes out. This felt piece that we're making is going to be the portion of the shoe where the sole of the foot rests. So the inside of the shoe, this is what we're making, but it's a sandal, so it's just kind of the top of the sandal, I guess. I'm not sure, but where the foot sits. Next, we take a sheet of foam and we're going to use our same template. We're going to use our pencil to draw the shape on the foam. After this, we're going to cut them out, making sure there's a left side and a right side. The foam piece that we're cutting now is going to be the bottom of the shoe. Is that what you call the sole of the shoe though? I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, I was right. The bottom of a shoe is called the sole, same way as the bottom of your foot is called the sole of your foot. Sometimes I shouldn't doubt myself. I know these don't look even, but it's okay. Now this is where the fun begins. We're going to be making the straps on the sandal, and this is where your creative thinking just comes into play. Make the straps on the sandal however you see fit. Here I'm just taking a piece of cording, adding some glue onto the cardboard itself and a piece onto the cording, and I'm using this wooden stick to bend the cording onto the shoe itself because you can definitely burn yourself. But when you are attaching the other side, just make sure there is some space. You don't want it too slack or too tight because you do want the doll's foot to fit in this space. So once again here, I'm just adding the glue to the cardboard and to the cording, pressing it down, making sure I have a little bit of space there and it looks good. I'm just going to check it on the doll's foot itself and it fits perfect. Now I'm attaching another strap on the shoe just a little further up using the same technique, but this time I need to make sure the hole is larger than the first strap hole because the top of the foot needs to go in. Here I'm just checking it. It does fit where I have it, so now I'm just going to attach that strap to the shoe. I'm adding another strap further up the shoe using the same technique and making sure once again that there's enough space for the doll's foot to fit. The 3 straps are looking really good, but I also want to add a back strap that goes around the heel. To make the back strap fit on the doll's foot, you want the strap to start at the front of the shoe and then have it wrap around the heel and then go around on the other side and attach it on the other side of the shoe at the front. So watch what I'm doing here, putting down some glue, placing that strap. It's pretty much at the toe of the shoe. Then I'm going to place it on my doll to make sure this fits properly, and I'm going to wrap it around the heel. And I'm going to come back around, see how long I need the cording to be, cut it, and then glue it down on the other side. Now I'm just trying it on the doll's foot and it's looking pretty good to me. It's time to add the sole of the shoe on, and what we're going to do is we're going to place some glue on the shoe. We're going to go around the edges in the middle there and place that piece of foam on the shoe. We are not pressing hard because we don't want the foam to take the shape of the cording that's on the underside. We want this portion of the shoe to sit flat. I also cut the foam down so it takes the shape of the rest of the shoe. The shoe is looking good, but we have to do something about those sides. Here I have a piece of cord that I pre-measured and treated, and I'm just putting some glue on the side and wrapping it around the toe of the shoe. I only did the toe because that cording is so thick it's going to look weird if I do one strip all the way around. So where that back strap starts coming up from the edge side of the shoe, that's where my cording around the sides ends. Here I'm going to show you how I treat the cord. So I put a little hot glue on the end and I just let it sit for a little bit. That way it cools. Once it's cool but not completely set and I can touch it, I just twist the cord around in direction that it's going to lock the end up with the hot glue. And now I'm just measuring the back portion of the shoe, cutting it off, and then I will treat that end. Now it's time to put the siding on the back portion of the shoe, and I just put the glue on halfway up the back of the shoe, press down the cord into the side, and then I will add the rest of the glue to the other side, just making sure it fits appropriately, putting the glue down, and just pressing that cording into the side of the shoe. And that's that, folks. Our shoe is done. The only thing with the pair of shoes is that we have to do another side. Once we're done with the other side, we are finished with our men's sandals. And here is the finished product. The thing with these sandals is that you can make so many different variations. I had to make a total of 13 for the 12 disciples plus Jesus. And once you have the base of the sandals, all you can do is just change around the straps to make different sandals. You use different color felt, you use a combination of cord, string, twine, whatever you have, and you can make a variety of men's sandals the same way I did. I made all these sandals for my latest episode of Living the Jones Life, The Last Supper. Please go ahead and watch so you can see some of the things I've made, not just the shoes, which you actually don't even see in the episode, but all the clothes that the disciples wear, a lot of the food, the lamb, the chicken, the peas, the potatoes, some of the pots, the tablecloth, the table itself, the palm trees that I made in the background, and the kids' chairs for the Sunday school. I've made all these items, and if you're interested in seeing how I make some of these items, just let me know in the comments below. I'll be glad to show you how I made all these things. This was a lot of fun. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye and blessings.